Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Academy here at Prairie Sports Village. I'm going to be testing and reviewing the Mizuno Mp18 Mmc Fli-Hi 2-iron. It's quite the mouthful. This is a new range of long irons that Mizuno are bringing out in the Mp18 range, which goes from 2-iron, which is what I've got in my hand at 16.5 degrees, and they even feature a 3, 4, 5 and 6-iron in this design. The 6-iron is 28 degrees of loft. So this is very much a long iron replacement for potentially someone who doesn't like hybrids and might benefit from a very forgiving, super high flighted long iron. So I'm gonna give this a hit. I've reviewed the full Mp18 range. You can go and click the link up there on my channel to see them all. And this it's in the MMC family, which is multi-material components. It's got the titanium, it's got the tungsten. I'm going to give this a hit. It looks smart. It looks very smart, actually. Very shiny finish. In fact, super shiny finish. In this sunshine I've got coming in here in the bay at the moment, it is really sparkling off it. The back edge, this is what's really pronounced on this. The sole of this golf club is very thick and wide. So it's not a hollow head design throughout. Got a hollow bottom and where there's tungsten more in the toe. But this has got a top line just like a traditional iron, but the sole more like a long driving iron. So it's very interesting look behind the ball. I don't know about that tail end. That tail end kind of sticks and protrudes a little bit too much. And because it's a different shiny steel compared to the top line, it really does stand out a lot more. Let's see what the performance looks like though on this. It just kind of sticks out a little bit too far at the back for my liking, but performance might make up for that. That came out stronger than strong. I've got this green up here at 250. I really like that. I really like that. That felt, sometimes with driving irons, certainly the hollow head designs, they feel different to like a traditional iron. They feel a bit more, kind of empty would be a good description for it because they pretty much are. This didn't. This felt like a proper iron, felt solid. That strike was very good. 225 carry for 245 total distance. I don't know if I'd ever get quite used to that protruding back end of this golf club. It looks a little bit too shiny for my liking and kind of catches my eye too much. Let's give it another hit. That's a solid flight. Little fadey one off that centre line. I was saying before in another 2-iron review I was doing before is that a lot of golfers get scared away from 2-irons and long irons because they don't feel like they're good enough to play with a long iron. But the idea with clubs like this and the bigger hollow-headed 2-irons, it's designed for all different types of golfer. This is not really designed for the pros. It's designed for the handicap golfer who wants a bit of help with the long iron, quite simply. That flight was good. I'm a big fan of 2-irons because I never feel like the miss is that big. I always feel like the miss with a hybrid or a fairway wood could be a lot bigger than the one with a 2-iron. And right on cue, it hits a wide one. Let me see if the proof is actually in the pudding there. Let's see if what I was saying is true. That looks like it's quite a bit wide. Don't be outside like 25 yards. I think it's wider than that. 31 yards. Yeah, that's too big. Just as I was talking about the misses can't be that big. That is a big miss at 31 yards. That's not very common with a 2-iron. I'm normally a little bit more accurate there. I think I gave myself a commentator's curse. Let's hit a couple more. Okay, that's an example of a terrible golf shot. That was really hit off the bottom edge. That's what you get with a 2-iron. If it's not caught well, you still get a little bit of distance. And typically, it gets down there. It's like a thinned iron shot. A thinned iron shot generally comes out quite straight, but just very low and lacking distance. That kind of did just that. That was a low one, lacking distance, Bit of a thinned 2-iron really, but it certainly didn't hurt my hands like the 2-irons of years ago. Let's go a couple more. That's solid. If I'm honest, I'm not over the moon with the height. I was potentially hoping for a little bit more Fli-Hi. Kind of says it on the golf club. I don't feel like it's going super high up in the air. I just feel like it's a normal 2-iron. At 16.5 degrees, it's coming out like a 16.5 degree golf club. It's just coming out forward. Not very high and quite flat flighted. See if I can just flight one a little bit higher. So I've got to manipulate that to hit it higher. And as a result, I've pulled it left. Not blown away, my honest thoughts are. I like the feel. I think the feel-wise, that feel off that 2-iron is hard to beat in a lot of 2-irons I've ever tested. It feels more like an iron. I'm not impressed with the height. It doesn't seem to be coming out super high. I seem to miss a couple right and left when I said I wasn't going to do with a 2-iron. I'm going to have to hit one more of these. They are very, it's a good way of describing that. They are very spread. That's a hell of a spread of shots there. Yeah, not blowing me away that at all. I feel like there's a market for a golf club like this, and there's a market for a 2-iron or a long iron that's going to help with forgiveness. I do. I don't believe that this potentially is the club that's going to help you hit the ball any higher with a 2-iron or a 3-iron or a 4-iron. I don't. But if you want a 2-iron, a 3-iron or a 4-iron that feels just as good as an iron set like the Mizuno Mp18s anyway, then I think you hit the nail on the head with this golf club. I think it feels phenomenal. I don't think it looks that great when you set it up behind the ball. That back end, with it having a more shiny finish to it than the top edge, it stands out like a sore thumb. And it's not actually that good looking when it stands out as well. It's not as if it's giving me a lot of confidence and boost. It just kind of sticks out. And for that reason, I don't like that just sticking out unnecessarily. I feel like actually more of a hollow head design with this would have worked better in the fact that you wouldn't have had that protruding bottom edge. But then I don't know if you would have the same feel as you would do in the Mp18, because that feels just like the MMC and the Mp18 range in general. Feel, you don't get a better 2-iron. Performance, I'm not over the moon with, and I don't feel like it went that high. If I'm dead honest with you, I felt like it was a bit sketchy there. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the review. If you did, hit that like button, comment below. Are you a 2-iron player, long iron player, or do you prefer to actually hit hybrids? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Lots more to come. We'll see you next time. Shame. Real shame, that.